we got to bring presents to our kids. But even more important than that, I think, is our presence that we give to our kids. And so what we're going to do is we're going to talk about how you do that with your mental health and your well-being. And then we're going to load y'all up with some toys afterwards. So this is going to be a discussion, right? So these guys up here, they're going to talk, but it's a dialogue. Y'all not just sitting there listening. You know, that's not how we do it. So we want to hear your feedback because every one of you has some experiences that need to be shared. So to warm y'all up.
So I'm Dr. James Parker Griffin Jr. and I have 3 kids. They're grown, actually 31, 27, and 25. The 31 passed away a couple of years ago. Let's see, the gift was back in the day we used to record music off the radio, so it was a tape recorder.
Nice. That was a big deal. And my favorite Christmas memory, I just remember one time we got a PlayStation, the first PlayStation. We got it a couple years after it came out because my parents were slow like that. But then my mom also found a ping pong table. Wow. And so she had cleaned that thing off, and so we got a PlayStation and a ping pong table. And so I was so excited.
So I'm Dr. Curtis Jasper. I have 4 children, 3 girls and a boy, and 1 granddaughter. My youngest daughter is 16, and my daughter's 22, and my son is, I gotta think of the year, born in 94, so what, 26, 27, 28, somewhere around. I gotta remember that. You know, you get by 28.
Yeah.
And then my daughter is 34. One of my favorite Christmases is I got a purple bike. Wow. And I grew up in Chicago, so when you get a bike for Christmas, like you ain't waiting till spring. We taking that boy out in 2 feet of snow. And so my mom used to let us take it out in the snow. But what was so interesting is my uncle was over helping my mom build a bike, and I was asleep. Yeah. And they drunk, they got the music up. So my uncle and them is literally riding our bikes up and down. Grew up in Chicago, up in long apartments, right? So I see my drunk.
Pastor Brian McCrory. I am a father of 5, 34, 30. I had a son born in 94, also 28. He passed away in 2020. And then I have a daughter that just turned 20 and a daughter that's 18. So 5 children, and now I have 5 grandchildren. 2 13-year-olds, 1 boy, 1 girl, 10-year-old. 5, 3, and just under 2, something like that. My best gift growing up was, now y'all got these big fat skateboards, but back in the day they were about this wide, just wide enough for your foot to get on. And we got these. They used to be wood with metal wheels. So then they changed it and went to another. I forgot the technology when they changed the wheels and you could actually see and ball bearings anyway. So I got a fiberglass red skateboard. Yeah, for Christmas. And I grew up in Kankakee, just south of Chicago. So I wasn't taking it outside.
You wasn't going anywhere in snow.
I wasn't going nowhere. So the frustration is we had to wait to ride the skateboards until like March or April. Because the snow don't disappear
closer to April and March
until April, right? So it was the best gift and the worst gift at the same time.
The 4 months.
Thank you.
How do you control your emotions?
That's good. Great question. So emotions are not to be controlled, right? Hear me clearly on this, because I get this question all the time. The only part that we can control is our reactions to the emotions. Right? Emotions are what's so. They're information, they're messengers. Most of us think we can control them, so we take futile attempts to do so, but now we got 2 problems. First problem, that triggered the emotion, now you got to clean up whatever mess you tried, because you thought that you could physically do something to feel better. But none of us have been taught on how emotions work. Right? And so I spend a lot of time, brothers come in, and when you give a black or brown man the understanding on how his emotional state and his nervous system works, he'll take it from there. Right. See, I don't come and diagnose stuff. I teach, just like what you're saying. So the emotions gonna come. We welcome it.
As far as therapists are concerned, you may not hit the right one the first time, and there's nothing wrong with switching from this one to that one, whatever So somebody said it's like finding a comfortable pair of shoes. Okay, and if the therapist is about you, they don't care or they don't mind that you switch to have a better fit. Okay, in fact, you have a responsibility to make sure. I just finished doing some therapy sessions with a guy who's having some like really serious self-confidence, self-esteem issues. And so what we did, the therapy session consisted of our identifying what you were talking about, what are some unhealthy thoughts or whatever. I think that's the way I read what you were saying. So I had him to take a piece of paper, make a line down the middle, and then delineate 5 or 6 or however many negative things that he's saying to himself. Oh, well, I don't know if I can do this job. Oh, they might change the organizational structure and I won't be, and I'll have to deal with what I was dealing with 6 months ago, and a whole bunch of stuff. And then on the right-hand side, we identified some alternative healthy self-talk for him to begin to practice. So when you talk about slowing it down, the key is practicing it, okay? Making that a habit of practice, because it doesn't matter whether you believe it, anything that you feed to your head, that goes back to the Bible, is going to get incorporated into your central nervous system, all the way down to the cellular level.